There was a guy in my class who lives in Sentosa and he got chauffeured to school in a Bentley and chauffeured back. Like, I understand there's a convenience in being chauffeured because you live at Sentosa, but I mean, still.
Hey, hi guys. Hello. What are the usual ACS boys stereotypes that people tell you?
High SES lah.
We all have an accent.
They all can swim.
ACS boys are filthy rich. I mean, the reason why I put yes is, okay, I guess it's not exactly like all are filthy rich, but the fact of the matter is that it's true that there's a large proportion of like higher SES people in the school that isn't very representative of like Singapore's demographic as a whole lah.
I think it's not true because I do see a lot of diverse mix of people in ACS. Me and my friends, some of us, we still do take MRT, and there's also people who stay in HDB and many different kind of ACS boys. We are a diverse group of people.
Actually, I do agree. Even though I did say false, I think in ACS, you do see a higher concentration of filthy rich types. But even so, I'll still say that they are a minority, and even those who are well off, those let's say are medium or high income, they tend to be quite down to earth, quite humble. You do know that they're rich, but they will happily eat coffee shop food with you.
Are you rich?
For me, I'm also in the middle class, but maybe at a bit more comfortable area.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
I think my response is always that when someone asks me if I'm rich because I'm from ACS, I always say no, I live in HDB.
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm rich at all lah. Like rich in other definitions, like rich in great relationships.
I think for me, like being rich is more like not having to worry about whether I get to, have food for tomorrow or.
I mean, I can see why they say yes.
ACS boys think they are better than SA boys.
It is going to be very controversial. I think especially in ACS, as much as we say humility and all that, we actually secretly think we are better than many other boys' schools because there's a very strong rivalry. Hear me out. I think the same could be said for SA boys and every other school. They will definitely, because of school pride, they'll definitely think that they are better than others.
I think for me, why I said that ACS boys think they're better is because for me it's more subjective. Because I was in rugby, then we have this very big rivalry between SA. Because SA guys always think that they're better than us. So we need to be like, no, we need to put you in your place or something. I guess let the scoreboard do the talking or something lah. Okay, but on a more humble note, I think SA boys are just as capable as ACS boys as well. Yeah.
I put false because I actually honestly, I've never heard of this before. I don't think most ACS boys think that they're better than SA boys because we all say like, oh yeah, we're better than this school, we're better than that school, for the fun of it. But I don't think anyone deep down really believes that they are better than someone from another school. I think at the end of the day, your school is just what you're wearing on the outside and it's not really who you are.
Huh? Yeah, I think it's SA both one eh. ACS boys have dated someone from SCGS/MTS.
It's true because a lot of my friends do end up dating MGS and SCGS girls. It's maybe it's because most of the girls in our JCs are from SCGS and MGS.
Yeah, for me, I was from Barker for secondary school. Then ACS Barker and SCGS are really close. I think you can walk 5 to 10 minutes and you'll reach each other's schools. So then I think after school, go have lunch. It's either they hang out at the subway at this building called Anglo-Chinese or the McDonald's or Balmoral Plaza got the Waffle Town, then they always see each other there. And I can see why a bunch of my friends would, try to, because boys' school, so see girls for the first time or once every week. Wow. I personally haven't, but I know some people who have. Yeah.
I say it's false because one, I'm painfully single, so obviously it's not true. And two, I don't have a lot of friends that actually ended up dating SCGS or MGS girls. I guess almost it's too big of a generalization for me to say true.
Oh, just now, 英华学校的男孩的华文 不能及格。
I think for me, a telltale sign that my Chinese is bad is when I go to the coffee shop, then I speak to the auntie in Chinese, 我要这个东西, then she replies me in English.
I speak perfect English. She sells seashells by the seashore.
But then she talked to the other customers in Chinese. So I was like, is my Chinese really that bad?
And it's not because my Chinese is bad, just I don't know how to describe the picture. So like when I see the picture, the words just didn't come out in my head. So all that came out of my head was just English, English, English.
I was at a hawker store and I was ordering, I think, bak chor mee. And then I wanted to get more of the fish cake. I didn't know how to say fish cake. So I said the first thing that came out of my mind, which was 鱼蛋糕, was fish cake. And then the auntie just laughed.
Alright, okay, so in that case, right, we have some exercise for you. We'll ask you to read some Chinese idioms.
What did you say? 不翼而飞.
Steady. Do you know what it means?
Oh shoot.
呢度使到保護，
厚德載物。
相耳以沫，相耳啊。I stroking my Confucius beard. Come on.
Guys, you wanna help Ryan?
not 相。
Just give up.
Oh, it's not that bad. I thought 100% would say yes. Yeah. ACS boys are boys.
Yeah, so I would say false, because after being in ACS for 10 years, I do know a bunch of friends and I don't think any of them fall into that F-boy category. But I can see where that stereotype comes from, because I feel that ACS boys are known for being rather well-spoken, which also comes with like this stereotype of being very glib-tongued, very good at like saying nice things about people. So I can see where this stereotype comes from, but as far as I know, not to that extent, not more than the general Singaporean population.
I think generally all of us there were quite well-spoken lah. But then again, if you think about it, if you're like at a boys' school for like 10 years, you try to talk to girls for like the first time, of course it's gonna be a bit awkward lah. So in my experience, I don't really know a lot of boys from ACS. But yeah, there are like one or two outliers. Yeah.
How many people have you dated?
Yeah, zero. Zero people.
Zero.
One professionally.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Longest relationship?
4 years.
Mine is my current one, 6 years.
5 and counting.
4.
So we wrote an article on Solar some year ago on like why girls like to date ACS boys, and it was shared by thousands of people. So why do you guys think that girls like to date ACS boys?
Like most ACS guys, I guess like what we went through so far, right, is like categorized as being like quite well to do, quite well put together. And I guess if you're female and you want to get into a stable long-term relationship, you want to look for like something stable, and the guy is like well to do, good family background, of course that'll be something that you'll be looking for in a romantic partner.
Yeah, character building is also like a very important aspect of our education since primary school. Like they'll teach you to be like honest, forthcoming. I think we are very sure about the things we are saying because we are very honest about our opinions. So I think that's very important to have like in a stable relationship.
Oh, not as bad as this. Okay lah, but it's still pretty bad. Better than the previous one lah.
Honestly, I've been both on the inside and I've been on the outside for the last 10 years. So to me, I really see where everyone's coming from. And to me, I kind of see it in a more humorous sense. And I don't think any of us really take it that seriously. We kind of like, haha, I can see why you say that.
Get to know an AC guy before you make these stereotypes. And not just one, a few.